boys and girls, it's Miss Boyce. So we are still discovering our world, and we are going to be doing some more with a book that we are starting today. It's called Water Rolls and Water Rises, and we're going to look at it today and tomorrow. And so we're going to look and see what our high frequency words are, our phonics words, and then what our main author's strategy today is. And it is mental imagery, mental pictures. We've talked about this before. And I'll show you how it applies to our story today. All right, so let's see. We are in Module 2, Week 2. And we're going to look at our high frequency words. We're not going to cheer them. We're going to look at them, and then we're going to play a game. Now, teachers, this might be a game that you want to do in small group instead of right now. So just keep that in mind. So let's look at our high frequency words. We have answer, find, it's, miss, old, round, then, until, what, and young. So what the game is it's tic-tac-toe. And so you make a board like this, and I've taught my students to do 2 lines down and 2 lines across. And then you guys are going to mix up your high frequency words. This is just an example. Please do not do this as your board. Do yours differently. And then when we're done, I'm going to call out the word. And when you get tic-tac-toe, 3 in a row, and 3 can be up and down, 3 can be right to left, and 3 can be diagonal. When you get 3 of your high frequency words in a row, then you have won. So go ahead and get your papers out and make your board, and then the teachers will call out the words. And as I said, teachers, if you want to do this during small group, that would be fine. Okay, so what we need to talk about now with our vowels is changing from a short vowel sound to a long vowel sound. So I'm going to say a word with a short vowel sound, and you say the vowel sound and name that vowel. Then I'll change it to its long vowel sound to make a new word. So my first word is bit. B-it, bit. So what is the vowel sound? You say the word and tell me what the vowel sound is. Okay, so the vowel sound was short I. Now if you put a silent E at the end of that word, it turns into bite. B-ite, bite. So it makes it a different word because bit is when it happens right then, and bite is when it happened in the past. Or actually, no, I got that mixed up. If I bit someone, I did it in the past. If I bite someone, it means I'm doing that now, which I would not bit or bite someone, by the way. If I bit an apple, that means I did it in the past. If I bite an apple, it means I'm doing it now. So here's the next one, cap. 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 All right, you say the word and then you tell me the short vowel sound. Which one is it? Okay, so now I'm going to put a silent E at the end of it, and it's going to turn into cape. Ape, cape. So it was cap, like I put a cap on my head, and now it's cape, like I wear a cape around my neck, around my shoulders. So let's look at the next one. Hot, hot, tot. So you tell me the short vowel sound. Or you tell me the vowel sound, excuse me. I kind of gave you a clue right there. Okay, when we say the next word with an E at the end, with a silent E, it makes tot into tote. Boat, tote. So A tot is a young child, and a tote is a bag that you can carry. So it changes the word from one thing to the other. Completely changes the word. So let's look at tub, tub. You tell me the vowel sound. And now I'm going to put a silent E at the end of it, and it's going to be tube, tube. So it's got that U sound in it. So a tub is a place where you maybe take a bath, so like a bathtub, a tub. And then a tube is something that like your toothpaste comes in, like a tube of toothpaste. And then the last one is pet, pet. You can tell me the vowel for that one. And then if I put a silent E at the end of it, it's Pete, eat, Pete. So a pet is, it could be an animal that lives in your house. So like if you have a dog, that's a pet or a cat. And then Pete is the name of a person. So it changes the word completely from pet to Pete. And then I want you to kind of look at these and tell me which one goes with which. So there's not, cut, can, quit, pain, quiet, cute, and note. So you look at not and tell me which one of these goes with not. Which one has a silent E on the end of not. And then we'll do the other ones too. Okay. So what we're learning about today is create mental images. And when you create mental images, you make up pictures in your mind to help you remember what you read. And this little girl is doing that she's reading a book, and in the book it says words like soccer game, sunny, and ball. And what she does is she makes up this picture above her head, and she pictures it with the sounds that she hears, the tastes that go along with it, and the smells that go along with it. So using her senses, she comes up with pictures by reading from the book. And it just helps you, it's a good strategy to help you remember what you read. So one way to remember what you read is to use words in the text to make a picture in your mind. Like I said, create a mental image. Helps you pay attention when you read. Authors use describing words to give more information about people, places, and things in the text. The describing words authors use may tell how people, places, or things look, feel, taste, smell, or sound. Those are your senses. Explain that we read text that includes many describing words, and that you should pause, boys and girls, and use the details to make pictures in your mind. So as you're reading or as you're listening, you're going to pause and make pictures in your mind, mental pictures. So let's look at our story. And as I said, when you are listening to this story, make some mental pictures in your mind to help you remember the story. Sorry, I just want to make sure I put on the volume. There we go.
Water Rolls, Water Rises by Pat Mora. Illustrated by Melo So. Water rolls onto the shore, under the sun, under the moon. Water rises into soft fog, weaves down the street, strokes an old cat. Blown by the wind, water sails high. Tumbling cloud plumes curl through the air. Slow into rivers, water slithers and snakes. Through silent canyons at twilight and dawn. Down smooth canals, water streams, water slides. gliding up roots of tulips and corn.
So boys and girls, when it talks about down smooth canals, water streams, water slides, gliding up roots of tulips and corn, I can really see that in my mind. I can see the tulips, I can see the corn, I can see the water gliding. So just think of these things when you're listening, make mental images.
Filling deep wells, water hums in the dark, sloshes in buckets, quenches our thirst.
And when I hear quenches our thirst, it makes me think of taste, one of our senses, and I can think of tasting water and making a mental image of that.
Swirling in wisps, water twists, then it twirls. Frosts scattered dry leaves, rubs lonely, bare trees. In storms, water plunges in thunder's brash roar, races through branches from lightning's white flash. Then water rests, drowsy in reservoirs. Its glistening silence shimmers like stars.
When it talks about the storm, I think of storms that I've seen where there's lightning and thunder and the water's just running down, it's raining hard. And I have a mental image of what that looks like and sounds like and feels like.
In the murmur of marsh wind, water slumbers on moss, whispers soft songs far under frog feet. Water burbles in springs, gurgles and turns down streams and rivers, seeking the sea. Skidding and slipping, swooping round bends, spinning on tree roots, careening down cliffs, looping and leaping, rushing to dive into glimmering sea waves, spangle and splash. Around our round world, water rolls, water rises, under gold sun, under white moon.
All right, boys and girls. So I hope you were thinking of pictures in your mind about all those things that water does. Like I said, when it was talking about the well, where it says water quenches our thirst, it made me thinking of drinking water. And then the storm, I could see a storm in my mind with the lightning and the thunder and the water, the rain raining hard. I can remember times like that when we had thunderstorms, and I can think of how that looks in my mind. So while you're reading books, please think of mental images so that you can remember the book a little bit better and to use it as a mental strategy, a reading strategy for when you read. All right, boys and girls, that is all for today. I will see you at another time. Have a great day. Bye.